Next up, I've grouped two methods together that honestly don't really have much to do with each other, except that they're straightforward and there's not a lot to talk about. Join and reverse. Reverse is especially straightforward. It does exactly what it sounds like. It reverses an array in place. That's the one key thing, is that it does not make a copy. It actually impacts, it mutates the original array. So I can show it to you. It's very straightforward. Here I have an array called letters. If I call letters.reverse, like that, it does return the new version of the array. But if we look at letters as well, it is changed. So it used to be TCEP, now it's RESPECT, as you can see here. Okay, that's kind of it. It's going to reverse whatever the contents are. If it's instead, mixed, it's numbers and booleans and other numbers and a string, dot reverse, it doesn't matter. It reverses it. Okay. Next, we have join, which is a little bit different. Well, that's a lie. It's very different. It has nothing to do with reverse. It's a little trickier, but it's still very straightforward. What join will do is it takes an array and it spits out a string where it joins all of the elements in that array into one single string. So you can see right here, fire, air, and water, 3 different values in this array. When you join them together, it gives you a single string. So if we tried it with letters over here, if I refresh, we could do letters.join. And if I just do it like this, the default separator between the values is a comma, but we can change that. I could say letters.join, and I want you to join it on an ampersand, and there we go, T and C and E and P and so on. Now we could combine them and do letters.reverse.join, and then join on maybe a period, and look at that, RESPECT. Or we could join on a dash. Oh, I reversed it. You can see that reverse does actually mutate the array, so I need to do it one more time to get RESPECT with the dashes. Now, one question I've seen before is what happens if you try and join things that are not strings? Like, these are strings in an array, we're joining them together. What if we have numbers, 12.3, and then 60, and then maybe a boolean like false? What happens if we join those? It turns them into a string. So it's going to figure out, what does 12.3 look like as a string? Well, it's just 12.3 instead of quotes. What does false look like? It's just the string false, and it joined them. So it's going to turn them into a string, put them into one string, and then separate them by some character. The default is a comma, but you can specify something else. You could even specify more than one character. We could do a space with, hash sign and another space, and then an arrow. And it inserts that between all of them and returns a new string. And that's it for reverse and join, relatively simple ones.